wasn't filming. Come on, thing. Okay, I think this is video number 2. Well, I won't go over it all a third time. We're trying to get this thing to record, but this is the air mixture valve for the wood gas. This is the throttle. This is the carburetor. You got 2 throttles there. This is what'll happen if the carburetor happens to overflow. If the float valve sticks open, this will let the gasoline out. So you want to watch out for that. Tap that with a hammer. I would recommend probably repairing or replacing the carburetor at some point. Okay, so we've been over that enough now. Let's look at some of the rest of the system. Okay, so when we want to fire it up, and the first thing to do is open the blowers. This is the hook for doing that, so I've got a little loop here, and it just hooks right there on the front of the seat. Okay, can you see that?
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, so when you want to let it go, you just pull that off of there. So that runs on a wire that goes to the back of the truck. It opens up the blowers. Okay, so the blowers are now open. These are your switches. This one is a double switch, so you have to have both of them on. This one has to be on, and this one has to be on.
See which stuff.
Okay, so that's the back one. This will blow. This will pull the gas. This one pulls the gas through the gasifier. This one reverses it. Okay. And if you get them mixed up, just remember the one that works from the cab is the regular suction blowers. Okay, it's that one.
This one. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now, which one is this in the cab?
It's the one the closest to the door.
Right here.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So you got to have that one on, and you got to have this one on.
Okay.
What that'll let you do is you can start everything up from out here, and then when you get riding down the road, you can shut it off from inside the cab, which is convenient. Box of wood. You should have plenty of fuel when you get home. Okay, this is Ron Lumler's wood from Indiana from the Argos meetup. So, a little present to you there. Okay, this is the gasifier. We're starting it up. Just take the lid off and look inside and figure out what you're gonna do. Okay, so it looks like it's mostly empty, so you know we're gonna run a poker rod down through there. I'll let you do the filming for a minute.
Okay.
I've got to run real quick and grab my torch to light it up with. Okay, so you'll need to get a torch. I'm going to keep my torch.
Okay.
You can get these at pretty much any hardware store. But you want one that looks pretty much like that with the push button and the upward pointing lighter. But yeah, they're pretty standard. Quick lesson, don't leave it in there too long. It's plastic.
Oh.
But you're just going to light it. Okay. Stand back when you first put it in if there's any ready gas there. But we're good here. Okay. I'm getting out of order here. I need to run the poker down in there. Make a little hole through the middle. Okay, that went in real easy, so that tells me that this is nice and loose. Make a little hole in it. Okay. Now we'll light the torch and light the torch up. Alright. Turn on the suction blowers.
The suction blower.
Okay, so we're sucking the air down through the system. Okay, so now the torch is burning, it's lighting up the charcoal that's at the top, and it'll suck it on down into the charcoal base. Okay, so that's lit. I'll show you what it should sound like in there. You should hear a little bit of a roaring in there, and that means that everything's flowing good. We'll probably hear more in just a minute, but yeah, sorry about the tight fit there.
That's okay.
Once we get that box out of here, that'll be better. But okay, I'm not hearing it yet, but we'll. So when you're first starting out, one of the things to do is just reverse it for a minute. Turn off the suction blowers. Turn on the reverse blowers. And now it's going to blow it out through the top a little bit. Okay, so that's pushing the fire back up. Back up to the bottom. Okay, now after a minute of that, we can have it go back down again. Okay, I'm still not quite here. I don't know why to here, but hook it down a little bit there.
Just like over on fire.
We're trying to make sure the wood doesn't get stuck and bridge and whatever. That's one of the reasons we use chunks instead of long logs or something, is because you want to be able to get it down in there good. Okay, starting to get there. Reverse it one more time. Sometimes it'll just start right off, and you'll just light it, and it'll just go boom, just ready to go. Yeah, but this is definitely, if you got allergies to smoke, this is.
Well, I don't know if I do smoke, but
it'll definitely, once it gets rolling, this smoke is nothing on once it gets going. So, okay, so now I'm thinking it'll be. Okay, we're hearing a little bit in there. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up or not, but in any case, we'll go ahead and fill her up with wood. I'll let you hold that. Alright, so I use these bags that Wayne uses, fertilizer bags. So if you know a farmer who's buying fertilizer by the bag,
yeah,
then you can get these bags really cheap, and they're not too heavy. You can lift one up with one hand for the most
I
part.
bet you might cut these bags and look the same. They're really
Some of the,
very much like that.
Yeah. You don't want a huge, like a 50-pound feed sack, because those can be really heavy to deal with. These work good. They're not woven. Okay, so that's definitely enough wood to get us home. Okay, so before you close the lid, you want to reverse it one last time. Get all the oxygen out, so that you don't end up with a back puff. Okay, so this is backing the smoke out. You can see it's starting to get a little bit thicker smoke. That's starting to be where I would say it was flammable, but that probably wouldn't burn too well just yet. Okay, so now we've definitely got all the oxygen out. It's full of smoke instead. Put the clamp ring on here. Okay. That's seated. We will now open this cap. Now this is the air inlet, so you got to open this up to let the air in. And when it's done, you're going to shut it back up again. So when this is finished, it should run down to a heat exchanger. But that's not happening yet. So you can feel it's sucking some air through there.
Yeah. So you just reverse?
No, these are the regular blowers. These are the suction blowers.
Okay.
So that is now sucking everything through the system the normal way, the way it should be. Okay. So these are the reverse blowers, and they're turned off right now. And these are the suction blowers that are turned on. Okay. Now if we were in a hurry, at this point we could jump in the truck and start driving down the road, because it will continue to blow, and we can shut off the blowers from inside the cab. But we'll let it run for a minute just to see what's happening. I like the story of Coco over here. Got all these bungee cords, and it sits real nice and tight like that. So I've lost one poker already. Not being careful with it.
Here, I'll let you have the camera.
Alright. So we've got that now.